I woke up the other day and I was feeling not myself. I was feeling off, not super joyful. And so I decided to get up. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I just knew I needed to go out of the house. Everyone else was still sleeping. And so I got my workout stuff on and I got in the car. And then as I was driving the car, I just had this notion to just drive and let myself be guided. So I decided to have a little fun with it. I got to different intersections and I'd say left, right, or straight. And so I just followed those little impressions for about 20 minutes. I ended up at the airport. At a certain point, I realized where I was. And I thought, well, this is cool because I'm driving down the lone path that gets to the terminal. And I start driving past the departures and the arrivals, and all of a sudden I hear these quiet words that said, park and go in. And I got a little kind of rebellious. I'm like, I'm not going into the airport. I'm not going to go walk in. For what purpose? I can't get past anywhere. I'm not going to buy a ticket and just take off. But I did decide to go park. And so I drove up through the parking lot, and it has multiple floors. And I decided to go all the way to the top. I went all the way to the top, and it was open air up there. So I park. There's a spot right next to the closest part of the parking lot to the actual airport. So I park right there and I turn off the car, and all of a sudden I hear the plane kind of in the distance. There's a plane starting up and it's starting to taxi. And I think to myself, oh, that's cool. Like the airport, great, you led me here. This is nice. And then I heard the words again, go in. And in that moment, I had this, not only did I hear those words, but I had this kind of awareness, this knowingness that it meant for me right then and there to stop and actually visualize and energetically go into the airport. So that's what I did. I closed my eyes. I saw myself walking literally out of my car into the airport, getting my ticket, going through TSA, getting on the plane. And here I am now in the plane taxiing. And I could feel my energy shifting. I could feel, because first and foremost, it was kind of funny because I love traveling. I love going to new places, new cultures, new people, new languages, all of that. Just that idea of exploring. Exploration for me is a big deal. So I could feel that need, not only being recognized, but also being experienced. Here I was now literally in my mind and my energy, which is really half of it, right? At least is my energy being somewhere. I was experiencing that. And so it just kind of, I finished the plane, we were taxiing, I could hear it now physically, taking off, could feel the energy of that, the jet engines. And so I was participating and experiencing it as if I was on that plane. And I sat there and I enjoyed it for a little bit. And then I got just that impression, that awareness of just how easy that is. And how sometimes, while yes, I want to do that all in the physical world too, which I will and continue to do, how easy it is to get my needs met. And that I don't need to rely on the external physical circumstances, world to get my needs met. There's such beauty and there's so much joy and there's so much fun and fulfillment in all of it, but I can also experience that right then and there like I did. So that's my message to you today is if you have a need that you're feeling, maybe you're feeling a little bit like you need to go explore like I did, or maybe you're feeling a need for a little TLC, or maybe you're feeling a need for a little acknowledgement, a little appreciation, a little love from somebody. Maybe just pause and let yourself experience and receive that right here, right now, energetically, and see what happens for you. See what you feel and experience. Now, you need to commit to it. You need to be all in, just like I was. You need to really work with yourself to be there and not to think that, oh, I'm just pretending, because you're not just pretending. Again, more than 50% of your experience in life is you experiencing it on a subconscious level. It's energy, it's your mind, what you're focusing on. So do that right now. And I feel very confident in saying that you will experience a shift if you really fully engage in that and allow yourself to experience the need being fulfilled. Okay, everybody, make a comment here that just says, I'm in. If you're going to do it with me. I'm going to do it again. Let's all get our needs met together energetically and see what happens. Subscribe, like this channel, all of the things so that you keep hearing from me, and let's collectively rise together.